The footage shot from the drone shows the drone dropping the first bomb on a group of Russian soldiers, with them then fleeing to hide. Before the drone then drops a second bomb right into it. It explodes, causing smoke to rise out of the hole as the footage ends. The footage was obtained from the 30th Separate Mechanized Brigade named after Prince Konstantin Ostrozky Ukrainian Armed Forces, along with a statement saying, "The occupiers cannot hide." Near Bakhmut, the unit of a 30th D Brigade drone found an enemy stronghold and started dropping grenades. Russia's army rushed into the dugout, hoping that they would not be caught there. But when they all gathered in a heap, another grenade flew right into the target. Besides, the Donetsk People's Republic has said that its tanks have inflicted heavy losses on Ukrainian forces, while repelling their advance in battle. The footage purports to show a pro-Russian tank being prepared for combat before it can be seen maneuvering into position, and opening fire on unseen Ukrainian positions. The footage was obtained from the People's Militia of the Donetsk People's Republic on Thursday, the 1st of December, along with a statement claiming a separate tank battalion provides fire support to Sparta and Somalia in Vodyanoy. Tankers of a separate tank battalion on their T-80s provided fire support to the Sparta and Somalia battalions while repelling an enemy counterattack attempt in the village of Vodyanoy. The well-aimed fire of the tankers inflicted heavy losses on the Ukrainian fighters. Meanwhile, as reported by CNBC, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Wednesday night that the country's armed forces are preparing a countermeasure to Russia's offensive operations. "We are analyzing the intentions of the occupiers and are preparing a countermeasure, an even more powerful countermeasure than it's been," he said in his nightly address. Zelensky did not elaborate on what the countermeasures would look like. Since September, Ukraine has retaken some parts of the country seized by Russian forces earlier this year, particularly around the regions of Kharkiv in the northeast and Kherson in the south. Russia has seen some slow gains in eastern Ukraine, however, with fierce fighting continuing around Bakhmut in Donetsk. The pro-Russian separatist leader claimed earlier this week that Bakhmut was close to being encircled, a claim vehemently denied by a Ukrainian official. Ukrainian Defense Ministry official Yuri Sak told CNBC Wednesday that Bakhmut was undoubtedly one of the key hotspots at the moment in the war, but claimed Russia was experiencing a high level of losses there. Both regular Russian troops, the newly mobilized as well as mercenaries of the Wagner Group, they're all fighting around Bakhmut. And the losses of the enemy in all of these categories are colossal, and they are measured in their 1,000s of the army eliminates in battle, Sak said. The so-called Battle of Bakhmut has been likened to the Battle of Verdun in World War I, with scenes of trenches and mass destruction being posted on social media. Ukrainian official Yuri Sak told CNBC that there is no question of any Russian encirclement or even semi-encirclement, but acknowledged that the front line is very close to the city. Photos and videos from that area are reminiscent of the landscapes of the First World War: burnt trees, trenches, destruction. "This is really, really horrendous," he said. The defense of Bakhmut continues and, of course, it's a difficult fight because the Russians hope to gain an upper hand and move on then to Sloviansk, but this is not going to happen, he added. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Russia is not seeking a diplomatic resolution to its war with Ukraine, but instead will continue to attack the country over and over until its own army is defeated. Russia's savage attacks on Ukrainian civilians are the latest demonstration that President Putin currently has no interest in meaningful diplomacy, Blinken said at a NATO ministers' meeting in Bucharest. Short of erasing Ukraine's independence, Putin will try to force Ukraine into a frozen conflict, lock in his gains, rest and refit his forces, and then, at some point, re-attack again. Blinken's statement represents one of two competing views within the Biden administration about the path forward in Ukraine.